My top stocks to watch for the coming week. We have CPI, PPI, FOMC, but we need to be ready. Hey there, Tamir from FibonacciTraders.com here. Weekly edition, my top stocks to watch. Like, subscribe. Let's see the charts. Super interesting setup for the coming week, so don't go away, don't speed up. Let's start with AAON. As you can see, Friday, 5% to the upside, bullish. On all time frames, we have been breaking out the 87 area resistance. Look at this area of resistance. Friday closed the high of the day. Next resistance will be the 97. Above 97, we see 108. And as you can see, uptrend until proven otherwise. 444. Let's clean the chart a little bit. Energy fuels. We are still inside the downtrend channel, but as we can see, we are holding above the yellow zone. I want to see a break above the 670, maybe even above the 7, because we want to catch the trade once the trade is reversing and once the trade is starting, and not in the middle or even in the end of the trend. We want to be able to catch it as fast as possible. So above 7, we will start taking long position to the 730, 767, and 812. And when I say we, I mean the Fibonacci-Traders Discord. Next, we have Chewy, CHWY, downtrend line. And as you can see, Friday tried. I want to see now continuation above it. We can take Fibonacci from here to be a little bit more accurate. Now, as you can see, I have my alert over here. Long continuation above the 1713 and then 1777 and 1843 to the upside. Chewy on the weekly looks like this. All this area, the 1570 area, super important area of support. Continuation above last week's highs, and then next resistance will be the 1870 and then 2056. Tower Semiconductors, TSEM, as you remember it from last week's top stocks to watch. I'm still waiting for a break above the 3426. As you can see, this is a weekly time frame. This area, the green line, very tough resistance since middle of February. And if we look left, it was a resistance over here. It was support and resistance over here. And now, overall, in the past 8 weeks, we are in a resistance. So by default, my alert is above this area. This is how TSEM looks on the weekly chart, on the daily chart, sorry. We can take these trends, and as you can see, a little bit adjustments, and this trend line, the lower one, holding strong as support for the higher lows. Now let's see continuation above the 3380 towards this middle trend line. Above this middle trend line, no need to guess. We can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, and Fibonacci gives us everything. Starting our long position above the 3325 with our stop just below the lower blue trend line. DRS, Leonardo DRS, holding this lower trend line very long time already. Every time since July, you can say, every time it reaches this lower trend line, this lower area of support, it bounces, especially since October. Look at this, 1, 2, now it's the third time. Will this bounce hold? Let's see. I want to see continuation above the 2133, and then we will start taking our long on this name, DRS. Check the links in the description below. Join the Fibonacci Traders Discord, and I promise you, this is the last Discord you will join, because you will never want to leave. You will cancel all the rest of your subscriptions to all the rest of the Discord you're part of, because in this Discord we make money. That's it. Not every day, but when we catch a setup, we have at least 5-6 setups every week that can give you a monthly worth of salary. No need more than one setup a day. Only one setup, 2 setups a day, and you will see the difference in your portfolio. So check the links in the description below. Choose your path for financial freedom with us. Fibonacci traders. Next is MNST, Monster Beverage. If we put the FTI in your chart, you will still see that we are in a downtrend channel. We are bearish, but why did it catch my eyes? Because of this yellow trend line. You look at this yellow trend line, holding support as the higher lows. Now, every time since December, even way back, November of 22, March of 23, December of 23, and over here, February, broke up, bounced off, not broke up, just bounced off this yellow trend line with a doji on Friday. I'm looking for this bounce, and we will start taking our long position above the 56.21. ADM, another super interesting name. We have another 2 weeks until ADM's earnings report. Look at this. We have a gap over here. Let's mark the gap with this. And we have a super resistance over here. Breaking above this resistance. And we will start taking our long position towards filling the gap at the 68 area. Above the 68, we have this downtrend line. We can take this trend line also for here. Over here, it's just an area. It doesn't really matter. But as you can see, we are going towards this area over here, the trend line together with a gap. Most probably once price will close the gap and take this trend line over here, we will see some kind of a pullback, maybe back to the 63 area to check this area from resistance to support. NEE, also very interesting name. 23rd of April, we have the reports. Still time, 2 weeks. We have this area of resistance. Look at this. Since it broke below September 23, each and every time got rejected. Now let's see continuation above this area towards 67.30 and 71.49. And you can also put the FTI on your chart, and the FTI will give you everything that you need. It gives you support, resistance, trend lines to the future, bullish signals on all time frames that are important for swing traders. You have this area over here with a trend line. Look at this trend line, Fibonacci. It all comes down to Fibonacci and trend lines. Once you know and once you really understand the in-depth relationship between Fibonacci channels and, of course, candlestick analysis, you will become a professional trader. Now, ROIV, I'm looking for a break up above and at least 2 days above the 12 area. Why? Because look left, super tough resistance. July 23rd, August 23, September 23, also December, January, beginning of this 2024, February, and now also in April. So at least 2 days, because 1 day will not change the overall sentiment of this tough resistance. Look left, 1 day back inside, 2 days back inside, to at least 2, maybe 3 days above this one, and then we will consider taking long position towards the 1340 and 1562. Next is Lockheed Martin LMT. We are in uptrend channel. We have this area of resistance, very tough resistance area. Long continuation. I will start taking long at least 2 days above the 457 area, and then 466. Look how Fibonacci, the FTI, gives you all the support and all the resistance, all the levels to the upside. Overall, as long as LMT is inside this uptrend channel, we are good to go long. DXCM, holding above the yellow zone, very important area of support and resistance. Now, DXCM, we have 2 scenarios. The first scenario, going up, long continuation above the 142 towards 150 and 160, but always prepare for both sides. All this area, DXCM is having a rough time breaking up and above since beginning of March, but it's still holding above the yellow zone, but breaking below the yellow zone, 2 days closing below the 130.80. we will start taking short position. The FTI already gave us the sell signal. It doesn't mean we need to go short automatically. It just need us to be prepared for both sides. And in this case, we are preparing also for the short side towards the 127 and 124 to the downside. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Join me every day, 8:30 a.m. preparing together for the next trading day. Until then, stay safe.